In this video, I'm going to show you how to close out the coffee condiment area. Coffee condiment area here where people put their cream and sugar in throughout the day. At the end of the day, we have to ensure that it's cleaned up for the next morning. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So first what you want to do is at the end of the day, take these back to the kitchen, get them washed. Take these back. Okay, while those are being washed, we're going to get a nice clean wet towel. We're going to wipe things down and also take this back to get washed. It's the dipper, the drip tray, I guess you call it. Yeah, like a fast wash? Yeah. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna wipe everything down. It's important here to keep it really clean. Under here you'll find some milk drips sometimes. Wipe that down, this ledge here. We're gonna check and make sure all the sugars and sweeteners are filled up. We're gonna check here. We're gonna fill these up if need be. This plastic knives and spoons and straws. We're gonna check this here. We're gonna fill those up as need be. I see here vanilla needs to be refilled, so we'll take care of that. Also, we're going to take these back and rinse out the nozzles here. You'll see the nozzles build up a sugary layer. Simply just hose that down with some hot water. And then I'm going to stock napkins, take the water back to get washed. It's the water container, take that back to the back kitchen. Throw away any litter here. And then also you'll see here these condiment shakers. It's important that you wipe down each one of these individually. A lot of times I'll get a buildup. I want to have them looking dirty for our guests. So again, I'm making sure I use a clean towel, or else I'm going to just make a bigger mess than there is already, because everything's going to have a sticky, gross film on it. Cleaning underneath things, the honey. Making sure the honey's not sticky, cleaning the top of it. Now this container here, we're gonna fill that container with lids, and we're gonna make sure the outside of it is nice and clean. Sometimes coffee and milk gets splattered on these. Okay, this one's staying. And down, we're gonna fill that, put them back nice and organized. This comes off, wipe off underneath. These will get taken back to the sink to get washed. Both of these, there's two of them. So those come right out. And you'll wipe it all down here. Okay, then you'll see, take those back to get washed. Now you're gonna see this container. You'll see here, garbage. Emptied, and you want to take a look in there. If the garbage can has a bunch of gross milk in there, rinse it out in the sink, wipe in here. See some splashes underneath. There's two garbages, so again we're going to take that garbage out. And it's not a gross thing, it's just paper cups, because we're not like a restaurant, so there's not a bunch of food in there or anything. It's just usually cups and napkins. So then again, I'm going to check in there, make sure it's fairly clean. We don't want milk or spilled coffee to stay in there. It makes an odor. I'm going to check and make sure it's clean around in there. It looks really good. Looks really good. So I'm going to get some garbage bags, put them in there. We should be done with this area. When we put the bags back in, it's important that we tie it so the bag doesn't collapse when someone puts something in there. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to tie a knot in there, and so the bag fits tightly around the garbage. much as possible. Okay, great. So there you have it. We're gonna put everything back. We're gonna get our washed liner, put those back in there. Put those back in there. Then we're gonna get our drip tray. Our drip tray, as soon as it's done being washed. Alright, we got our wash drip tray. See, it's nice and clean, fresh. Not a bunch of built up milk in there. And that fits just right in there like that. See, the screen part fits right in there. Falls right into place. And we're gonna put that back right there where it belongs. We're gonna check the glass, make sure the glass here doesn't have a bunch of splattered milk. If there is, we're gonna get a brand new clean towel. Again, we're not gonna use a wet towel that's been used before because it'll leave streaks on the window. So we're checking the windows, making sure it's nice and crisp, everything's clean, things are organized. I've wiped down every container, wiped down the counter, I've taken out the garbage, and I see here everything looks clean. If this were, I would wipe this. If there were any marks, spills, see here there's garbage bag hanging out. Great, okay. All right, there you have it, and that is how you close out the coffee condiment area at the end of the day. Thank you for listening. This has helped.